Yeah, it's part 4. Okay, here we go. So yeah, last time I was telling you about EV training, and I haven't really EV trained that much until recently, but if you want really good pokes without hacking, EV training is the way to go. I think the way to do it is you fight 4 of the same Pokemon for 1 EV in a different stat, but yeah. Okay. Here's the next battle, and this I think is a new one. It definitely wasn't here in Diamond and Pearl. You don't see a Burmese too early in the game, but yeah. He sends out his Burmese, and then I go Beaver Ball, because I'm trying to train off it at the moment. Don't know why I'm not really going to stick with him or anything, but yeah, here it is. And tackles, because that's like the only offensive move he knows at the moment, I think. But then I switch to, what's his face, Garden Park, yeah, that's it. Because I'm just trying to get experience on both of them, pretty much. I do this a lot in the end. I never really used to do this either. I used to always just train up my starter, which was a really bad idea. Because you came against a disadvantage and you were so screwed unless you got a lucky shot in. So he faints, and that's the end of him. And yeah. So you carry on. I'm nearly at Jubilife City now. Wow! You can see me, my stuff in the mirror. No, in the reflection. My tripod is a book and a DVD stood on top of each other. It's really not good. But okay, here's a Starly. If I'm not mistaken, I catch this one. That's kind of cool. But I don't really plan on using him either, because I'm going to get a better flying type to teach fly to. So yeah, there's Beaver Ball. He's only got 1 HP left. For some reason, I should have probably switched out here, but I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't. Because for some reason, when it could finish you off, it just goes for a stat move. But hey, you know. So I use a Pokeball and I catch it. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So if you get a decent Starly, you can evolve it pretty well and teach it several OK moves. But again, I wouldn't really suggest it for a fully aggressive team. But if you just have an aggressive team, it's kind of silly, because just aggressive, you have a huge disadvantage to other people that actually use stat moves. So yeah, I skip that battle, and here you are in Jubilife. Yeah, Jubilife City. And then Dawn comes, and she tells you that Barry, she takes you to the, yeah, she says it would feel safer if I had more Pokemon, but you know, I don't want to go and catch any more at the moment, because I can manage with only 3. So yeah, then you're off to the trainer school. Well, you are going to trainer school, but then there's that guy behind the signpost. Not signpost. I don't know what I mean. You know what I mean, probably. Lamp post, yes. So yeah, that guy, the International Police, he won't tell you his real name, but he's called Looker in the end. So yeah, he goes through this. He's kind of like telling you that he's looking for bad guys, but I don't know why he's looking for bad guys behind 2 signposts. It's like that stupid thing that little kids do when they kind of rocks for people. Are you under this pill? No. So yeah, there's Looker. And you'll see, is the saying, don't be a thief familiar to you? I took a bit of a while because I was going to say no and see what he said, but I decided against it in the end. Because I didn't want to bore you any more than what you already are. So yeah, he gives you the versus recorder, where you can record some of your battles on it. It's okay, it's pretty good, yeah. And when you can do, and you go to the GTS, or what was the GTS, it's now just a Wi-Fi center. You'll be able to check other people's videos and upload yours. It's quite cool. So yeah, he says that if you see him again, don't speak to him, but then he changes his mind and says you must speak to him and inform him of the bad guys. So he runs off behind the signpost again and then goes. So yeah, then Dawn shows you the trainer school and says that Barry's inside, which he is. So yeah, then you go inside and it's got like stuff on all the disadvantages your Pokemon could have, like burn, heal, No, heal's not a disadvantage. Never mind. Burn, paralyze, poison, frozen. I rarely ever get a frozen Pokemon. They just like make a move which freezes, as like they have hypnosis. I think it's hypnosis. Yeah, to put you asleep. So you deliver the parcel, and it's got 2 town maps in it for some reason. It's very well, it seems kind of set up, I guess. Yeah, so you get a town map, which is useful. He says we'd probably best head to Orbra City where the gym is, which you do. If you don't, you're really stupid and you can't continue in the game unless you cheat. So yeah, there's an item there. It's an X attack. I don't tend to use those for some reason, but yeah, you pick it up. And around here there are 2 trainers you can battle. I've battled this one, but I don't battle the second one because that'd just take too long and it'd be quite boring. So yeah, here's one Pokemon. He sends out a Starly, and the first thing he does is use a times attack, X attack. So yeah, I don't know why, because I don't think he actually hits me once. But you know, actually no, I don't know what he does. I don't really care. I beat him. That's what matters. So yeah, and yeah, I keep Beaver Ball out for a bit, and I think I switched now. But yeah, that doesn't really matter because I'm sure you will know pretty much what's going to happen here. I'm going to win and I'm going to leave. Yeah, so anyway, I think the Pokemon anime is really funny. Yeah, I don't know why. It's quite childish. I watch it sometimes. Yeah, that was random as well. Yeah, so I don't see why I just didn't send Gun Park out to start with. But you know, I like Gun Park for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Imagine, I wish you could get shiny Pokemon easier without cheating. Like a shiny starter. Has anyone ever actually had a shiny starter? Because if you have, I'd quite like to know. So I'd be like, oh wow man, that's wicked. But yeah, Beaver Ball will learn Growl. So yeah, I've beaten him. Yeah, and he says he didn't use items effectively. I don't think that was effectively at all because times attack's kind of rubbish. I think I could challenge a second person, but I decided not to. So out I go, run out. Yeah, and there's the Poketch guy, Pokewatch. So yeah, then you have to go around and collect tickets like you did in Diamond and Pearl. This is like one of the simplest bits in the game, I think, because all the clown's questions, answers are yes. You could like do it, and if you like had it in like an alien language, you could still do it if you worked out what yes and no was. So yeah, there's the first one. And when I'm doing this, I kind of like give you a little tour of Jubilife as well for some reason, even though I don't really need to do that, but I did anyway. So yeah, you obtain coupon number 3. I don't see why they're in an order where you would generally go to them in the right order, because if 3's there, then that's like number 2 or 1 there. I don't see the point in that at all. But yeah, okay. So another easy question. You get that right. You should get that right. If you don't, I'll be very surprised, and you need to get smacked. No, not really. That's kind of weird and kind of gay. But yeah, there's the way out to Canalave, I think. I don't. People keep running in the way of me, and that's up to that cave place. And yeah, I think to the left here is the Wi-Fi place, but you can't go in there until you have a gym badge. And he says, you can't go through here unless you have any gym badges. And for some reason I turned the sound back on here. I forgot to have it on for a bit, and I just remembered, oops, the sound's off. I'll turn it back on again. Yeah, here's the last clown. And I think this is pretty much the end of the video, but in the next one you'll get the Poketch, and I'll actually go down to the bottom screen for a bit to show you it. But yeah, okay, there's all the coupons, and this is pkmntom, and I'm signing out.